What is cracking, guys? JP here again, bringing you a new build for this 75-gallon tank. Now, previously, this tank was my Imbuna cyclid tank for about 3 or 4 years. That was a pretty long time. That is why the background it's still kind of like the rocky background. But since I moved to this house and I got the aquarium here, we kind of debated what fish to put in the future. So finally, last week, I went to my local koi farm vendor. They're called Bikal Koi Farm. They're in Cogan, Iowa. They're about only 40 minutes away from my house, so which is a good plus. No shipping, and I can pick my own koi that I want. There was another koi farm right in the backyard too. It's in Amana, Iowa. They're called Quebec Koi. They're one of the biggest koi farm apparently in the US, and their koi prices were too expensive. They were like $100 each or $80 each. Now these koi I got, they're $20 for the two biggest one I have, the blue and the yellow, and I have $15 on the smaller one on the other three smaller one. So that's a pretty good price in my opinion compared to the local pit store, which is like $30 for the smaller one. So yeah. Now koi, they usually require like 250 gallons per koi. Now as of right now, they are still babies, so that should be okay. In the near future, in about 2 or 3 years, I will eventually will need to find bigger home for these koi fish. Either I'm gonna build a 1,000 gallon, pond liner tank in my basement, or do make a koi pond in the backyard. So yeah, we'll see from there. But as of right now, they should be good. Now it's been last week exactly Saturday. I got them Saturday, and it's Friday. And the biggest hurdle was I was worried about the nitrogen cycle. Now this tank has been set up since February. So I had water, I have biological media, no fish. I just been feeding the aquarium with fish food. So that was basically feeding the bacteria to keep it going. But when I got the koi, I got six koi at once. I mean, it's five. Sorry, five kois at once, and that's a lot of poo and pee at the same time. So the first day when I got them on Saturday, there was no ammonia. The next day, Sunday, there was about 0.25 ppm of ammonia, and that's when I start to get alerted to watch out and see if there's any ammonia spike. Now the tip on not having any big ammonia spike is, of course, get your water already running. Mine is been running for many months. And don't feed your fish a lot when you get them. Get smaller fish if you can. I didn't do that. But I did feed a lot less, because if you feed your fish more, they pee and poo more, and that's protein, and the protein can turn into ammonia. So I did that. I only fed them once a day, and very like 1 or 2 pellets each. And that I did it successfully. The next day was Monday. I had about still 0.25 of ammonia, but I finally started seeing nitrites that was about 0.25, and that's when I realized, okay, it's cycling, but I don't want to have the ammonia to go higher than 0.25 or the nitrites higher than 0.5, to just make sure the fish are doing okay. And on Monday, that's when I realized maybe I should get my other biological media. My two sponge filter right here. These are old seeded sponge filter from my Imbuna tank. My Imbuna tank, it's still running in a yellow tub. It's like 50-gallon tub, a hard tub, and this has been chugging for since last year. So I pulled them out from my parents' house and brought them with a bucket and put them in here. So on Monday I got them in. Nitrites was like 0.5 on Monday, and Tuesday was 0.25. Ammonia never got higher than 0.25, but the weird thing is, on the third day or and fourth day, I did not have any ammonia reading at all. So that's a good thing. And then on the fifth day, on the actually the fourth and fifth day, I have zero ammonia and zero nitrite. So yeah, I cycled the tank in 4 or 5 days. Kind of crazy. And this today is the sixth day, and I still have zero nitrites, zero ammonia. So that's a good thing. All right, on to the next thing is the koi. And the koi are about 6 or 7 incher for the yellow, and then 6 and 7 incher for the blue, while the other ones, the other three, were 4 to 5. So they're pretty good size. The blue and the yellow were $20, while the rest were $15 a piece. So that's a pretty good deal. All right, so on to the type of fish, or what they are. So this one, the one with the white and the orange stripes, this is a Kuhako koi, one of the first breed of koi. And this other one with the orange, black, and white, this is a Sankei koi. How you know it's a Sankei? They said that the black markings doesn't go all the way to the face, or any markings are on the face. So that's a good sign. The orange one, I'm not sure. They didn't tell me what it is. Maybe Benigoi or Kigoi. I'm not sure. I was just Googling and nothing was matching. Leave a comment below if you know what this orange koi is. The blue one, they said it's a rare koi. This one is a Shiru Utsuri mixed with Shusoi. So Shiru Utsuri is usually the black stripe with white skin, while the Shusoi is scaleless, or Doitsu is the scaleless, and that fish is the blue with the big scales on the top and the side, as you can see. So the two type of koi got mixed in, and that's why I got a blue Shiro Utsuri. So if anybody know what this is, or is it rare, leave a comment. All right, and then the last one that we found is this Jinrin Ki Utsuri. So it's the cousin of the Shiro Utsuri. Instead of the white and black, it's the yellow and black. And then the Jinrin is the scales that's like shimmering. It's like on the sides. Yeah, you can see the sides. See, it's like shimmering, while the rest are like not as shimmering. So yeah, why I picked this is different colors is, they kind of contrast the coloration, different pattern, different coloration, kind of just mix a nice combo, I guess. My wife wanted the orange fish, or the red orange fish. Outside it is much more reddish orange, but in the aquarium it's more orange because of the light. Now these kois are best when looking from the top down, from with sunlight, because of all the intense light, and the coloration really pop. So yeah, so leave a comment which one is your favorite and what they are. If there's any koi expert out there, I know it's kind of like kind of crazy keeping 5 koi in a 75-gallon, but I will assure you, in about 2 or 3 years, we're gonna have a big koi pond someday. So yeah, now like I said, this koi has been in this tank for about 6 days, so I did not treat any medication. I don't have any medicated water, so if there's any parasite, I'll just deal from then, because I noticed they kind of flash here and there on the glass of side of the tank, but I don't see any ick. I don't see any anchor worms. I don't see any parasite yet that emerged. So this Kohaku got some weird patches on the skin or scales, so I'm not sure what that is. So leave a comment, what do you think that is? But they're all healthy, eating well, pretty well, swimming pretty nicely. Very, very healthy, I think. And I have the aquarium bare bottom so that if there's any detritus or poop, I can just siphon it out easily. All right. This tank, I don't have any heater, so it's just basically run on ambient air. And this tank, I have a sump system, so I have the outtake and the overflow over there. And then in the sump system here, I got my filter sock. I didn't remove them because that's gonna be have a lot of beneficial bacteria. I got the foam, a lot of foam for beneficial bacteria. Here's my return, and there's all my electronics, still running on Reef Keeper. And above, I have a pothos growing with the light. It's gonna help with nitrates. And eventually in the future, I'm gonna connect this aquarium into my window to create the peace lily and all the ferns, and like aquaponics to reduce nitrates. So yeah. One tip in the past is, if you ever get new fish, saltwater, freshwater, koi, make sure you get the food, especially if they're finicky. Make sure you get the food that they're feeding, because this is what your fish are used to. So for me, I got the food at the farm, and they ate it right away. They noticed the smell, they know the smell, they know the taste, so they ate it right away. So make sure you get your food from them first initially, and once it's done, once they're used to this food, you can start slowly adding your new food, so they will eat your food. Especially since these koi are from the pond, they recently just got from the cold water, and that's why you might see some disease, or they might not do so well. At least the food they're familiar with, so they'll keep healthy. And if you're sick, you don't want to eat. Kind of like that. Same as koi. If they're sick, they're not gonna eat. But if they know their food, of course they're gonna eat, and they'll as long as your water is good, you'll eventually will get better. So yeah, I got a lot of biological media filter, so that I'm not worried. I literally cycled the tank in 5 days. Crazy. Zero ammonia, zero nitrates because of all of this. It's no expensive media. All foam. Crazy. So up above, I got some lights, LED lights. I got a lot of surface agitation for oxygen. As you can see, there's no shortage of oxygen here. This is my water for my pothos up above right here, and it's just on a bucket. And the water comes up, drains down here, and an emergency down just in case. So yeah, so pretty good. Now if I shut the light off, shut the pump off. Let's see. There we go. So I don't have any pump running right now. Should be clear. Yeah. Look really nice. All right. Well, that's for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. See what's gonna happen next in the future. Happy fish keeping, and keep your fish happy, and keep water healthy and clean. All right. Adios.